Let's do this. 3, 2, 1. Well, this is Radio Free Cybertron, episode 472, recorded June 8th, 2016. I'm your host, Brian Kilby. Radio Free Cybertron is the original and best Transformers podcast ever. With me this week, we have Matt, Don, Diecast, Chris, and Rob Clay. Guys, how's it going?
Not too bad.
I'm faking it. I don't really have that much caffeine in my system yet.
Why not?
I've cut, like, I almost fell asleep in an elevator today.
And you think this is better?
It's probably better for my heart.
That's not the right thing you're supposed to do in the elevator.
No. Like, yeah, I'm just like, I need
How long of an elevator trip was it?
5 floors.
How many floors?
5.
Yeah, no, you need more caffeine. If you're falling asleep on a 5-floor elevator...
So, let's see. I probably should edit that out. I'm not going to. So, did anybody get anything new?
Nope. Yes.
Don, what'd you get?
Like everybody else, well, most everybody else, we got Ramjet from the Collectors Club.
Mine is probably in another mailbox in another county.
Oh.
Yeah.
But he turned
so
out...
It's a happy day in Wilkes, Brian.
Yeah.
It came with free paint rubs.
Battle damage. Well, mine did. Mine's in pretty good shape.
Yours is probably one of the only ones I've heard of.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm looking and don't see any scuffing, scarring, and there was no paint on the bottom of the lid.
See,
So
I've just got
everybody likes Don.
a couple of scuffs right on the air intakes. They're not even showing up really
totally
well.
Don't show on the camera.
Yeah, they really don't show on the camera. So that tells you how bad they are. So
Yeah.
and
The Transformers Collectors Club learned nothing because we had this problem with the first set of subscription figures, and they said, "Oh yeah, we're going to fix that, and we're going to put styrofoam on the top from now."
And they did.
So
in the subscription boxes, but this is the freebie figure.
oh, the free
Yeah.
figure, that we paid for. That's why we buy, or most of us buy the subscription, is to get the free figure.
You do?
I bought
I
the
buy it for the
subscription
fiction.
to go to BotCon.
I buy it for the fiction.
Yeah.
and my other purchase. Well, I purchased it last week, but it arrived this week.
Oh, I can beat that, Don.
Yep, you're the Monkey Primal.
Oh, you got the good one right there.
Uh-huh.
I was going to say on the Fun Pub thing, I might as well just give out my credit card on the show.
Okay, let me get a pad.
Just because, I mean, they did that once too and said it would never happen again.
That was 4 years ago.
It didn't happen again.
Yeah. Well, and
let's not, they still have till the end of the year. So to be fair, let's give them some time.
Yeah. I mean, I've got the Air Attack version. It's just this one on Lightning sale, Lightning Blitz sale for $45. And I was lucky enough to get a Primal Prime back in the day, so they'll look really nice together on the shelf. So, just nice to get them for the lower price.
I don't know that I need that. There's just something
I
off
mean,
about it.
Yeah, it's like wholly inferior to the original release.
Yeah, I've got the original release. I don't really know that I need it. Now,
I would bop this one on the head and make it talking Gary Chalk voice, but the batteries appear to have actually gone dead in storage. Oops.
I don't remember.
Or I took them out. I don't remember.
I know at one point I had Super Primal Prime. I don't know if I still do or not. I probably don't. But if I did,
I think I still do.
Yeah, but if I did, I would put it in the box. For those, because I remember because now everybody's in their 50s. For those of you who don't know what Super Primal Prime was, it was a Beast Machines toy that was the Transmetal.
Transmetal 2 Optimal Optimus.
Oh, it was Optimal Optimus. But is he Transmetal 2 or Transmetal 1?
Just Transmetals.
Just Transmetals, okay. So Optimus Primal got 2 Transmetals. I never really thought about it before, but yeah, he's a Transmetal. So Optimal Optimus in Optimus Prime colors, because back then we didn't get Optimus Primes anymore because Hasbro didn't do that. And he was supposed to have, the spark of a legendary warrior or something. That was the back then. Fiction happened on the cards on the box, so on text specs. So But yeah, so he basically, it was Optimus Prime in the optimal Optimus armor. Oh, actually, no, it was in the armor that Quick Strike was piloting, I think, wasn't it?
Well, I think the original intent was not anything like what 3H turned it into with their fiction.
Okay. Well, long and short of it is, it's Optimal Optimus, but in Optimus Prime colors. Again, not everybody is a middle-aged man. So
No, you're right. And
Yeah.
like, color theme wise, that and that Year of the Monkey Primal that Don paid money for no other good reason would look nice together.
yeah, they would.
Congratulations, Don. This is your new Kronos.
Oh, okay, all right. Okay, how about this? I got basically him and that set of Power Core combiners for like $50 for the pair. After Dononomics kicked in, so basically I got 25 in him and 25 in the Power Core combiner set.
Don, if I was you, I would claim that you got the Optimus Primal for free and that you paid full price for the Power Core combiners. That's much less shameful.
Dononomics is not real money.
Yeah, Dononomics, I think, if
Dononomics is the way of life.
you scaled up, yeah, that's true. If you scaled up Dononomics, I think it would probably bankrupt a country.
As long as it's not our country, I'd actually like to see that.
Yeah,
I was going to say it might not be too much different than what the government does.
yeah.
It's
So, Don,
in-
how do you respond to allegations that Dononomics is responsible for the condition of Canada right now?
I have no information on that subject at this time. My staff is looking into the allegations with all due diligence.
Nice.
Matthew, can you look at that stuff faster?
So, did anybody else get anything?
No, all I got was Ramjet, but I really, really like him.
I have Ecto Cooler on the way. That's something, right?
I keep seeing the
Original
rumor
Ecto Cooler, that was a shelf find or the reissue.
The reissue,
Okay.
like $7 from Amazon, something like that, or very little.
I never actually remember having Ecto Cooler.
Me neither, but I was
I
told
don't
that I
think I
needed it.
ever had it. Yeah.
Okay, so like, there's nothing really that special about Ecto Cooler except that it was green, because it just tasted like sugar enriched orange juice.
So
Because that's what it was.
And that it's been off shelves for 30 years
yeah,
now.
Yeah, it'd be like if they did another run of Crystal Pepsi, which is about the same
they
vintage,
did.
or make Hostess Turtle Pies again.
Oh God.
Actually, I think there's Hostess Turtle Twinkies out now.
That's not the same,
It's
Don.
not
Yeah.
the same.
Well, I'm saying it's still.
Unless they're
it's still
filling those Twinkies with that disgusting vanilla pudding substance, it is not going to have the same character as an original turtle pie.
Well, it's still a Hostess Turtle thing, so 2 out of 3 is not bad.
And it's not Hostess. It's not
Turtle thing.
It's not Hostess anymore since Hostess went out of business and their properties were bought by somebody else.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
they're
who's
using the
Twinkies
name.
now?
It's a company called Hostess.
Yeah, well.
Right, but I mean, they must be some other company that's just
Or a holding company.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see here. What have we got? Oh, contest. So we're giving away a second Combiner Wars Groove. This time on Facebook. It's a long we basically asked people to comment on our Facebook post about what you expected to see or want to see in IDW's Revolution. And this is a very long comment, so I'm not going to read it, but suffice it to say, our winner is Robin Armstrong. Robin,
We can probably link to that comment in the show notes afterward, right?
It's worth a read. Yeah, it's actually pretty interesting stuff.
yeah, so I will link to that. Thank you for the suggestion.
tfradio.net/472.
You could even put it in the show notes for that matter.
I'll link to it. That's a link. To our
Either
Facebook
way,
page.
though, for tfradio.net/472.
Yeah, if I
later.
If I link it to Facebook, maybe somebody will like the page. SEO. Okay.
So congratulations, Robin. Enjoy your groove.
Yes.
And there was, let's see here. Matt, you'd like to comment from our buddy Mark.
Yes, Mark Baker Wright, I think, deserves an honorable mention for basically having Blur turn into the Flash from Crisis on Infinite Earths, running into the Speed Force. I laughed. I laughed hard.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Okay, so let's see here. This week in history, in 2008, Transformers Mystery of Convoy is released for the Wii Virtual Console in Japan. So that had to be the crappiest Virtual Console week ever.
What else came out on Virtual Console that week?
I don't know.
Well, see, you should have researched this beforehand.
Well, I mean, Mystery of Convoy is a pretty abysmal game.
Well, yeah, so I'm just kind of wondering if it was like part of a theme week or something. Like, you know, what's the worst shit we can dig out of the hole?
Like E.T. for the 2600, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally
What games will turn people off of video games? Yeah.
Yeah, what can we frustrate people with this week?
Well,
Virtual Console doesn't support save states or anything, does it?
Yeah, you can save. Well, yeah, of course you
I
can.
want to say it does.
Yeah, like,
So that actually might make that game a little more playable.
yeah, you basically pause the game and exit, and it goes and it saves. You can return back to where you're at. It's not like a save state sort of system.
And immediately get shot and die when you unsave.
Or, yeah, by something you can't see.
Yeah. Well, if frustration was the name of the game, there's not many games I can think of that would be a better candidate than the Convoy game, from what I've heard through the years.
You've never played it?
I've never played it.
I've had no way to play it.
You have a computer, right?
Yeah.
You're joking, right?
I've never played it. I've never, I don't download much.
You had a computer in the 90s, right?
On dial-up, yes. Remember, I was on Windows 98 and dial-up until 2009.
Nesticle worked on Windows 95. Don't you remember? You never used Nesticle?
I'm pretty sure there was an NES emulator for 3.1.
Of course there was.
I used the SNES and DOS, so...
Yeah, there you go.
I don't know anything about that. No, sorry.
Don, we'll play it on your computer next time I'm over at your apartment.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be the best day of your life.
You know what? At this point, you could probably play it on a phone.
Oh, I guarantee it. Well, there's that remake of it, right, for the phone anyway.
Well, I was thinking just get there has to be an NES emulator for a smartphone.
Of course there is.
Probably.
So I mean,
It would be. Imagine how terrible that would be trying to play it with a touch screen.
I know, I know.
Oh, that would be horrifying.
Excuse me while I look something up.
Don, seriously, we will play this.
Well, see, okay, let's say they make that thing, and then you go to a Transformers convention, and then you're going to see people throwing their phones in frustration, like people giving away free Insecticons by just throwing them out across the room.
So here's what I want to have happen. Kilby, take a laptop with XSplit to Don with Mystery of Convoy on it, and screen record him playing that game, and put it on the YouTube channel.
Oh God, yes.
Yes.
Put a microphone on him, of course. Of course.
Don, we're doing this.
And we're going to save this historic moment for all time.
Well,
all the YouTube views.
Yeah.
Headmaster Don versus the Mystery of Convoy.
Hey, Don. Or we could do this. Or now, since I moved, you could come spend the night one evening. You should just drive down. It's like an hour and a half or so, something like that, probably off 77. Wouldn't be that bad. Maybe 2 hours.
About 2 hours for me. Yeah.
Yeah, you should just come on down, spend the night. We'll play some games and watch Transformers the movie.
Gee, we can have a sleep in. I'll bring my slumber bag.
Yeah, you need to.
Slumber bag?
I don't know. That's scary.
Is that a Virginia thing?
Probably. Don's from North Carolina.
Yeah, but I mean...
But no, just for some context for this, for the other people who may not know about this game, a friend of mine was organizing an event about 5-6 years ago called Review a Bad Game Day. And Mystery of Convoy was literally the first thing I thought of for the first year that happened. Yeah. My video is out there.
Mystery of Convoy is a terrible, terrible game, but it is not the worst game of all time.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
It may not even be the worst Transformers game of all time, but it's second if it's not the worst.
Okay, so what do you think is the worst Transformers game, if not that one?
The Japanese G1, the G1 game for the PS2.
One day I will have to try that.
Yeah.
It's all kinds of terrible.
I miss my modded PS2.
Yeah. Actually, I still
one day we'll have computers smart enough that can actually emulate PS2.
You can do that now.
Mine
Not
does.
well.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, Well, for some of the games I won, it really doesn't. Like, apparently, all the Namco Bandai Gundam games were programmed weird, and they are almost impossible to emulate properly.
Chris, you have a new Core i5. It will emulate PS2.
Well, yes, but as Rob says, some things don't emulate correctly. Even Nintendo 64, some stuff will not emulate correctly to this day just because of how the games are programmed. Pokemon Snap being a prominent example.
That's because it has an external controller.
Let me ask y'all something. You know, from the outside looking in, real quick. Since all these older systems, the games now can fit on a lot less memory, like the flashback systems, where you would get like 70 ColecoVision games built into one thing. Mm-hmm. Why don't they release like a Nintendo 64 with all the stuff programmed in, or a selection of the games, and it'd be like a plug and play system?
They have in China.
They have in China, but basically, the short answer is there's no reason they couldn't do that. But Nintendo and Sony, etc., would rather sell those games back to you one at a time on the Virtual Console,
over and over again with every new system.
Yes,
in some cases.
It just seems like it would make a lot of people happy. It would sell a lot of units.
And Don, the systems you're talking about, they're systems on a chip. Basically, they've been recreated in hardware on basically one chip. So the electronics required to do that it's really simple. Where I'm certain there's not a system on a chip version of the N64.
Not yet.
Yeah, you'd have to run a software emulator on top of a fairly hefty piece of hardware.
It just seemed like if they made like a Dreamcast that had a lot of the best Dreamcast games on it, since Dreamcast doesn't really exist anymore, but it had a lot of good games that you could just plug and play like you do the ColecoVisions and Intellivision and stuff. It would seem like that.
You'd have to find more than 5 people that remember what the Dreamcast was.
Boo!
And the Dreamcast is also like another order of magnitude above the Nintendo 64.
Right.
It's not that.
Which makes it a little more complicated.
It's almost comparable to a PS2.
And Brian, I am one of the 5 people.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I had.
Well, me too,
Well,
but I mean,
so
I think that was really the point overall.
Yeah.
The Dreamcast runs on Windows CE. So actually,
Forgot about that.
So actually, you can emulate that pretty easily.
Well, it just seems like if you can fit 75 ColecoVision games on one.
Well, okay, but
plug and play, they could at least get maybe 20 games.
So that
But like,
okay, well, we're talking about
game can't be more than like 2 megabytes, right?
What?
Oh, a ColecoVision game is nowhere near megabytes.
No.
I can guarantee you
Tiny.
that.
Yeah.
That's kind of the difference here, Don.
The question here, it's not. The question here is not so much the amount of memory it takes to hold the game data, so much as it is the amount of processing power it takes to run the game. That's really the holdup with plug and plays of newer systems. We're not quite to where we could do a plug and play Dreamcast or something like that as efficiently as we can.
It has to
really old stuff.
It has to emulate the hardware and software.
Well, where's my plug and play Virtual Boy with headache-inducing action?
Okay, so let's move along. On the Transformers podcast, let's jump to our official news.
That's why you wear bifocals now, Don.
Wait, we missed a news item.
Yesterday was my birthday. I'm old.
Yesterday was Brian Kilby's birthday.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Thank you.
It's a happy day.
Yeah. I spent the day. I took the day off to unpack my house.
Well, Kilby, didn't you tweet a picture of a special birthday gift you got?
I got myself that. Hot dog toaster.
Have you tried it yet?
How is that?
I used it once, and I don't know that I ever want to use it again.
That's not what I expected, but thank you for the update.
So it basically, of course, it cooks your hot dog. It just has a metal heating element that's right up against it, and so it doesn't make the hot dog taste good. It doesn't make it taste bad. So you get all the natural bad taste of your hot dog. Like typically,
Well, when you use those cheap Jesse Jones hot dogs, I mean,
I'm the only person who knows what that is, Don. But no, it's a ballpark beef hot dog. So it's actually
even a ballpark could make it taste better. Crap.
So a hot dog is really only good when it's cooked on a charcoal grill.
Yes.
So and this is not that. So yeah, it's not good. Or
So my grandmother had a gas stove, and what she would do is she would spear a hot dog on a fork and just hold it over the open flame and char the outside. It's not a charcoal grill, but pretty good.
charring a hot dog, yeah, it really needs to be charred. Of course, my mother-in-law, who is a cook at the cafe that was down the road from my old house, and she made the world's best hot dogs, and they were not charcoal grilled, but they were really, really, really good. Okay.
Now
Oh,
a hot dog.
Jason said I should have really gotten an air fryer. I kind of wanted one of those.
That sounds interesting.
We used to have one. It's really nice, but it broke down very quickly, unfortunately.
Cool. Okay, so 23 minutes in, we are jumping into the news. Okay, so in the news, in respect to IDW's Revolution, John Barber, Cullen, Bunn, and Fico, Ossio talk IDW Revolution, its impacts and its origins to, was it Newsarama or comic book resources?
I think it was CBR.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so in it, basically, they say that IDW Revolution was an IDW idea and not a Hasbro mandate, which was a concern that some folks had.
Yeah, it's.
I think that a lot of folks had.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I would believe that.
I mean, they say it in the story, so either that's the case or you're calling John Barber a liar.
No,
Well, like we were talking about during the
Diecast
show.
back
Yes,
pedals.
Diecast.
Yes.
If you were on time,
Yeah, but
you could have taken part in that conversation.
appropriately. Yeah, it would be great. If I was at Hasbro, I'd be like, yeah, it would be great if you didn't tell anyone that we said you should do this. And then I read the first line of the article, and he said, and there's some back and forth sharing of information and ideas, which in my head means, yes, Hasbro is telling us what we need to do, and we're telling them how if we do it this way, is that okay?
You're not the only person who thinks that. I'm giving you
There's
crap.
an alternative take to this though, which is that
I would
you know,
not if John Barber a liar. I just want to say that
I'm giving you crap.
I see him all the time. I don't want to. You're that guy that calls me a liar. No.
there's an alternative take to this. Hasbro and IDW do share information back and forth. John Barber could have been privy to the cinematic universe thing before it was general knowledge that they were going for that, and he started tinkering with, well, what if we do the same kind of thing with our stuff? Because there's depths to plumb there.
Absolutely.
That could be a very strong possibility. He could have started thinking about it when he first heard about the idea, and maybe there's something that clicked in his head that he was excited about and wanted to relate. That could be.
The important thing about this, though, is that reading that interview does not give me the impression that the nature of IDW and Hasbro's relationship has changed, and that's like really the biggest concern we all had.
Mm-hmm.
I still think this article doesn't change much in my mind because I want to see how it turns out.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, we all want to see how it turns out.
Yeah, I mean, based on the information we had before, like I said, I was saying cautiously pessimistic. I'm upgrading myself to cautious.
I can agree with that.
Yes, this does not alleviate all my fears.
No, not all of them, but like I
Change
said,
your D&D classification to cautiously neutral.
yes, exactly.
And like someone else said, that this might be a really good time for someone like me to jump in and say, now I'm going to start reading this stuff because
you should have been reading it before Diecast. Whose fault is that?
All right.
Well, you were reading it when we were doing Fanboy versus Transformers,
Yeah, I was
He
reading.
read 2 issues of Transformers versus G.I. Joe,
and they were great, weren't they?
One was
and now it's over.
and the
One more issue.
second one that we did was Scarlet. That was great.
Yeah, that
I
was
love
a
that
great
issue.
issue.
Hey, John. Welcome to the party.
What's up?
So, how's Spinister?
He seems vaguely familiar.
Get a good photo of that deco on that head.
Oh yeah,
He did.
thanks.
Oh, okay.
It's on Twitter. Check it out.
I haven't looked in the last little bit.
You haven't looked in the last 5 minutes at Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
For shame.
So, let's see here. In respect to IDW Revolution, I am, again, also cautiously optimistic and disappointed that it's not Tom Scioli ifying the whole universe. I would...
Yeah,
prefer...
that would be,
Well,
be entertaining. Isn't it weird, though, that, you know, we all love Transformers versus G.I. Joe, those of us that do, but the Scarlet issue, which is probably the least Tom Scioli of the entire run, is just about all our favorites. That's just a kind of an interesting thing to me, because
that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean it's the most coherent and least out there of all the issues, and just in terms of, you know, its strength as a narrative, it is my favorite of the bunch, but it's not the craziest thing he ever did either.
It's like having a really talented writer with a really good editor. When somebody no longer gets edited, I don't know, like Quentin Tarantino, their stuff goes to crap.
Yeah, we used to call that Stephen King disease at my house.
Yeah, makes sense.
but the one thing I took from the article is that apparently one of the end results of this will be the creation of Mask, which I
could
think
be very interesting.
Which could be extremely interesting if that's what it takes to explain Mask in the IDW universe, and if they know where it's going to end up going, then maybe that'll help it be more structured as it progresses.
Well, you know, the next progression from that is once they have Mask, then they can figure out how to make their cars transform, and they can become headmasters.
Diecast spoilers. There's already transforming human mechs in the Transformers comic book. They exist in this universe.
I was going to say this, so, like they could have their own, I don't know, this is the Revolution, so later on they could have their own Civil War, so maybe Visionaries will pop up and end up like killing a school full of kids, and then they get destroyed, you know, and I'm waiting for Don's head to pop. No comment from Don. Okay.
I know where you live.
No, you don't know where I live now.
I can find you. Or I can go to Retro Reboot and just wait.
Yeah, that's true.
Don knows where you work.
Oh, this is true.
That's more of a threat than knowing where you live.
That's true.
Don's not.
But that means they have to go to a Home Depot. So
moving on.
So let's see here.
Hey, John DeLuna, how do you like that Armada Ramjet?
I haven't touched him. I had priorities on Spinister. So, you know.
Slide hiccup there, everybody. Sorry about that.
He sure is scuffed up though, like every other one
Yeah.
that arrived in mailboxes.
I'm now doing that every week.
My question is, with Spinister, did that have a piece of styrofoam on top of it?
Yes.
Okay, so it's just the description figure that
The freebie figure.
Diecast, let it
That had to
go.
have been a
It's
mistake,
not
right?
worth. It's not worth worrying.
No, that's actually interesting.
It's a good question.
Yeah.
That's actually very interesting.
I guess it was cheaper to buy like 300 pieces of styrofoam to put on top of Spinister than however many thousand of the Ramjet they had to do.
Yes, because a square of styrofoam is just so expensive in bulk.
Yeah.
I mean, but I'm pretty much done. I think I'm going to preemptively change my credit card number just to make sure that there's no issues.
Wow, that's biting.
So moving on.
Okay, Diecast is pissed off. I love this. Okay, so so Spinister, that was the third news item arriving. Let's see here.
Well, Diecast has a whole new crawl space to fill up, so you know.
True. Okay, so the SDCC 2016 G.I. Joe and Transformers exclusive set leaked. Yeah.
So what do you think about this, Kilby?
So they are continuing the FHE videotape themed series, and I hate them for it.
I was going to say, I thought they were done with this.
They were.
Yeah.
In fact, I need to
Because they
throw
didn't
video
have
up.
one last year,
They
right?
did not. Let me throw up the screen capture. I forgot to do that before the show. So, and this one is, let's see here. It's a Soundwave, his tank, and a power glide based off of the Rattler.
Mm-hmm.
So, let me pull this up. People watching live, apologies for the delay.
that was
I
eventually.
have to say, I'm a little bit disappointed in this just because they're not making Kilby buy yet another Sky Striker.
Yeah,
That'd
God.
be great, wouldn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, but I am going to buy this.
But another his tank.
Well, you know, the
You can
his
never have
tanks.
too many.
Yeah,
Right?
it's
Yeah.
true.
I mean, Sky Strikers take up a lot of room.
How many Sky Strikers do you have, Brian?
Just 3.
Just 3.
Just
In what decos?
I have Jetfire, Starscream, and the Real Sky Striker.
See, they really should have done Thundercracker and Skywarp too, just so
Yeah.
Kilby had to buy them all.
Yeah.
or done like a reverse and had like a Sky Striker and Python Patrol colors for Cobra, like they stole.
Oh no, you know what? Ghost Starscream Stealth Sky Striker.
Yes.
Yeah.
What from the Raven? Like the Raven's color scheme on a Sky Striker?
No. Just
No, he clears
Starscream
Sky-
color
Oh,
and
clear
plastic
plastic
on the Sky
Starscream.
Striker.
So basically, Wonder Woman's Invisible Jet, just with color.
I was going to say, then
Yeah.
you just need a Wonder Woman to go with it.
So this Bandai press release, this is not Transformers, but so you guys just shared this in the Skype chat.
Yeah, because we haven't seen one of these Bandai combiners.
In like 5 years.
Yeah,
It's
the last
based on
one.
Toy Story.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. There's been 2 others or 3 others prior with Disney characters, as other Disney characters, and now there was one that was Japan only mascot characters as well. But yeah, this is basically a Toy Story robot combiner.
I thought
Really weird.
does Takara Tomy not have the license for, or does it even work that way in Japan for the transforming robots? They did
wait.
For
I don't.
for Disney transforming robots.
I don't think so. I thought it was always Bandai doing these.
Well, I mean, they had the Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck Transformers.
Yeah, was that Bandai?
No, that was Takara Tomy.
Oh, geez, I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Well, these aren't transforming robots; they're combining robots. There's
They don't
kind of a
transform.
difference.
Okay. Well, never
Yeah.
mind then.
These
So-
are more
so-
like a Megazord than a Devastator.
Gotcha.
Yes.
I was gonna say that's Screaming Star Ninja to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying
Wow.
to figure out where most of the center mass comes from.
I think
Extra
that's,
parts, probably.
Yeah.
That's
Woody's horse.
Yeah, I think I can see those big chest vents on the underside of Bullseye. In fact,
So I have never, ever watched any of the Toy Story movies.
really.
The first
even the
one's
first
good.
one?
yeah, first one's quite good.
Never
And the
watched it.
Didn't
third
care
one,
for the second one. Didn't watch the third one.
the third one will make you cry manly tears of understanding.
The third
Yes.
one's the worst out of all of them.
It's okay. First one is fine on its own.
So, Kilby, are you going to see the sequel to Independence Day?
Oh God, I really want it to get here, so I will stop seeing trailers for it. There's
That doesn't answer my question, Kilby.
I have been to so many movies lately, and that stupid trailer pops up. I'm like, what is this? I don't know what this is. It's because my brain has blocked it out.
I wish I would have seen a trailer for that when I saw Civil War.
I went to go see Raiders of the Lost Ark last night at the local movie theater. They play classic movies like every other Tuesday, and I've seen that stupid Independence Day trailer like 50 times at this point. And every time it starts up, I'm like, what is this? I think I've seen this before. And then I see Jeff Goldblum, and I'm like, ugh. It looks so terrible.
Like the first one.
Yes, like the first one.
Except I think this one might be more self-aware.
Yeah, this one is more. The first one was bad. This is derivative and bad.
This seems more like if ID4 was made with the mindset of Starship Troopers.
Yeah,
That's terrifying.
That's very sad sounding.
yeah.
I don't know if I want to watch that or don't want to watch that.
Yeah, it's like
Then I've done my job.
It's like, do you want to know more? No, not really.
Nope,
Thank you.
nope, do not want to see it. No interest whatsoever. So, Hisashi Yuki posted new images to Twitter showing Legends Shockwave.
No, it's Legends Shockwave.
Yes.
Legends class.
Legends
Shockwave.
series, Legends class, Shockwave.
I have been waiting for
The legend continues.
Yes, I've been waiting for one of the Legends toys to make Legends for months so that I could do this headline.
So there it is. I like it.
So is he supposed to be Shockwave?
No,
it's
just
animation
it's
colors.
Yeah, it's a more pale purple.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Oh, it's the one
The
behind.
lavender.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
two. In,
Oh,
it's the two in
okay.
the back.
All right.
The other one's the Hasbro one.
Okay.
They should do a Shockwave though. That would. Be
Well, now,
You're
okay,
darn right they should.
because that looks darker in picture than what he does. In
Yeah, I
pack.
guess so.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I do like the lavender color though. That's
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, that's closer to the masterpiece colors.
I like that they painted the edges of the chest piece. That kind of bugs me on the U.S. Shockwave.
Oh man, I just had a thought. They should have done the Shockwave colors in that G2 Bruticus set.
Yeah, I think
yeah.
people were
Yeah.
suggesting
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, instead we got Action Master Shockwave, which is a decent second place.
But it's so similar to the original release.
It is. With more orange, though,
Yeah.
that's something.
You know, I bet a lot of people will buy the this Legends Shockwave from Japan to use because it's more show accurate,
Mm-hmm.
and then probably sell the one that came with the Bruticus.
Let's see here. Moving along. Oh, and in the because we have to category, here's a bunch of Transformers 5 news. Okay, so this is my favorite story from all of this Transformers 5 dump. Britain's loneliest dog wins a role in Transformers 5. Basically, this dog has been adopted 18,000 times, rejected for adoption 18,000 times. I don't know why. Is he unruly or something?
No, she has epilepsy.
Aw.
Yeah, the seizures.
Yeah,
Aw.
so
Yeah,
even though it is treatable, I believe, with medication.
it is, but it requires a fair amount of constant care from what the more detailed article that was going around said. But basically, Michael Bay has said that the dog is not only going to get a part in the movie, he is going to try and find a home for it, and if not, it is going home with him.
Aw. Well, good for him. I think
Yeah.
Michael Bay.
Yes, I will give him credit for being an awesome person there.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there's that. I'm assuming that she's going to play a dog. Or maybe she might
You
be
never know.
She can be the female lead. I don't know. Okay, so let's see here. What else?
A really uncomfortable opening shot.
Oh, God. Good point. That's true. Okay, so and because he's going to get paid a lot of money, Anthony Hopkins is going to be in Transformers 5.
Well, Brian, can I talk about this for a second?
Yeah, do it.
My theory is he's going to be a voice actor, like say for Alpha Trion, Vector Sigma. If they're going the whole Quintesson route, he's going to play a wise old sage character, because that way, with him being a vocal actor, he's paid on a different scale, but they can still use his name for all the publicity, the posters, and everything.
I would.
And then that way he doesn't have as much time invested in the movie, so he can still do his other movies where he's on screen, but he does the voice work for this one. So it works out well that you get, again, this is just my theory, but he's doing the voice, and they get to use his name as, like, we've got him in this film, but he's going to be a voice.
so he's the Orson Welles of this movie.
Well, hopefully he has a better luck than Mr. Wells did, but I'm just saying I think he's going to be a voice actor, because they wouldn't have to spend as much money. He wouldn't have to have as much time, and kind of everybody wins in this little bit of
Well,
cast.
like when Kelsey Grammer was in Dark of the Moon, he wasn't on screen that much.
Age of Extinction.
Age of Extinction?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it Age of Extinction?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. They all just run together. They're just one
Yeah.
big explosion.
Yes, I'm guessing he's going to be, a Vector Prime or a Alpha Trion or Vector Sigma, something like that.
Big Daddy.
I'm thinking either that or the human villain. One of those two.
Yeah, he'll be the new Frazier.
Uh-huh.
He's gonna be Windbreaker. He'll probably be Windbreaker.
It'd be kind of cool if maybe like they get like 3 or 4
Lord
different.
Chumley.
But if they got him and a couple other major actors to do voices,
It'll be
each
Blur.
one,
No, he'll be the old cranky Autobot.
Cup.
What I was saying is that if they get a couple more people doing voices, each one could be the voice of like a quintesson one of the judges' heads.
Rob, was it you that suggested that he would be Mark Wahlberg's father?
No, I think that was Mickey. And, if you're going to have to stand on screen next to Mark Wahlberg and look embarrassed, you may as well have a character reason for it.
Okay, so let's see here. Lots more stuff. Car photos. It looks like Barricade's back.
Possibly so. It's a police car, and people have said a Decepticon police car. I haven't looked at that set of photos.
It says
very
to
closely.
punish and enslave.
That's Barricade.
That's
Oh, it
Barricade.
does? That must be it.
That's
Yeah.
Barricade.
Yeah.
I was more interested that there's going to be a Volkswagen bus in it.
Maybe
You
the little
Oh,
and mechanical animal that shot out at him. What was that?
Frenzy.
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 Maybe Frenzy.
Frenzy's dead.
Yeah.
So
Oh my
Megatron.
God. Oh God. A Volkswagen bus
Yes, I
That's-
want a.
that splits in half.
It's a motorcycle.
Oh, probably not.
No, please don't be.
No, it
schizo,
doesn't-
Mudflap. Please
it
don't
doesn't
be schizo.
It doesn't split in half, and
Okay, good.
I'm sure they won't. At least as far as we know, it doesn't split in half. There's no reason they'd actually do that. So
Okay, it's just it's big enough to do that. You can make the toy big enough to actually do that, like the ice cream truck. It makes oh God.
We have a new
please.
Bumblebee. And
Yay!
we have another Ironhide.
That Volkswagen actually looks like it has a Decepticon symbol on the front. It does it?
let me.
No,
take
that's a Volkswagen emblem.
No, same thing.
So for Christmas 2017, I guess the Beehive is back in operation.
Operation Beehive. Yeah, good call, Don. But yeah, there's a lot of crap in this. A lot of vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm certain these will be characters of some shape or form.
Well, I mean, probably not that car with the camera rig on it.
Yeah.
That would be
Oh,
great.
that would be a great toy.
Yeah.
Also, they will probably be robots, but I will dispute the idea that they are definitely characters.
Yeah. So yeah. So
But it does look like Hound is back, and since John Goodman was like the sole bright point in that entire movie, that's something to be happy for.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see here. Hyper Hobby Character Land Volume 7 scans show Masterpiece Optimus Primal and Titan Master Ghost Shooter.
Which is just a straight repaint of Loudmouth.
But it's Ghost Shooter.
Yeah.
To go with the Ghost Shooter you already just got.
Well, maybe the head's small enough to fit down to the neck post on the deluxe one.
Yeah, that would be great.
And just kind of, jam it in there and pretend.
Yeah.
We've already, let's see here.
I really want to know what the sounds and the voices, the supposed sounds and voice clips are going to be for Takara's Fortress Maximus, because I mentioned this on Twitter as I wish they had used clips from
It'd be like that.
Enlarge.
Okay, so
I was hoping they would use Rebirth Season 3 clips or the American Fortress Maximus. But it'd be nice to see if they use Headmaster clips for the Japanese version.
Well, we already know they're getting the original voice actor back to record the voice clips.
yeah.
Has that been confirmed?
I believe so, yeah.
Oh.
I think that's listed on the Takara Tommy Mall page.
Can I go back to my theory about why it's not the photography on the masterpiece photos? Optimus Primal looks excellent.
Well, it could have been a different photographer.
Or it could just be
It's
so
a
excellent.
photogenic toy.
Yeah. Oh, let's see here. And, yeah, good point. Could be. Either way. We'll see. I want it.
Blaster too.
What?
So we all hated Ironhide's pictures, and we loved Ironhide. We all loved Trax pictures and hated Trax.
Yeah, pretty much.
And now you love Primal's pictures.
That I don't know what that actually. Yeah.
I'm just putting that in your head.
I'm sure there's no correlation.
Think about that, Kilby.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Let's see here. I don't specifically have a story I want to link to or show off, but Transformers Earth Wars launched last week. Is anybody playing it?
I played it the first day, and then I forgot about it.
I want to play it. I just haven't yet.
I don't have enough app space open on my phone to install it.
Oh,
Sad trombone.
I see a lot of people on Facebook and Twitter talking about it.
I don't have enough time during the day to play mobile games.
I know Rob Springer's playing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because Matt, you're either
Mickey
working
tried
or
playing
sleeping.
it too and was not enjoying the experience.
Rob Springer, on the other hand, was, but he's Rob Springer, so joy
Rob
just
Springer
comes to him
enjoys all
naturally.
mobile games.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But I
Rob
wanna play
Springer
it.
has the power of supernatural enjoyment of all things.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I want to play it. I'll give it a shot. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. Okay, so let's see here. Hey, thank you, Amazon. I love you very much. You helped pay for all of this. tfradio.net/Amazon. It's not up right now, sad trombone, but I just bought some Ecto Cooler, so I can reenact that meme where it's got the fat bearded guy basically saying that he's enjoying Ecto Cooler to no end, but he's been bashing the new Ghostbusters trailer to no end.
God, that's just.
Yeah, but hey, I'm actually going to go see Ghostbusters this weekend at the
Let me know how that turns out.
the limited re-release of the 1984.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm definitely giving the new movie the benefit of the doubt. If I watch it and I don't like it, I don't like it. But
Yeah.
it's hard to tell from the trailer. I like the effects.
Yeah, well, it's like I was saying a few weeks ago, Brian. You watch a 2-minute trailer, and you're judging the entire movie.
That's the point of a trailer, Don, is to get you
To wanna
interested
see
in the movie, and
Yeah.
that did not get me interested in that movie. I'm sorry.
But
Just like
The sec-
Doctor Strange's trailer.
Yeah. The
Doctor
second,
Strange trailer looks great.
Well, the Strange trailer is more of a teaser trailer. It's just meant to.
But you know what you can do if you want to see the original Ghostbusters, it's on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
This is the plug portion of the show, not the talking about Ghostbusters part.
They have Ghostbusters in 4K.
4K Master, yeah. So if you have a 4K TV, you can buy a $400 4K Blu-ray player. At
You can see
tfradio.net
every
/Amazon.
pore on Dan Aykroyd's face.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking about buying one. I kind of want one.
I'm trying to imagine what the special effects would look like in 4K.
Really good.
Paige John DeLuna. We'll just do the new Soundwave portion of Radio Cybertron, where we tell you, wait for the next PlayStation that's supposedly going to come out in the next year, because that is going to apparently be a 4K Blu-ray player.
And you can buy that at tfradio.net/Amazon when it comes out.
Or get the current one right now. It's available. It's cheap. You need to get it.
Get
TFRadio.
both.
Get both. And
Get the current one now while you're waiting on the new one.
Get a Xbox One while you're waiting.
We'll be
Oh,
ordering.
that reminds me though. Transformers Devastation is actually like down around $25 on Amazon.
Really,
right
TFRadio.net
now?
/Devastation. That still works.
I should break that out and play that again at some point. I
It's a
never
good
did
game.
finish.
Actually, TF Game. It was TF Game. Sorry, wrong URL.
Good job, Kilby.
At $30.
It's been a while though.
Yeah, we haven't used it in a while. But yeah, let's see here. Did I get anything cool this week? Like, I'm going to go broke because of the same day Amazon shipping. Like,
Have you started buying your toilet paper that way yet?
I'll do it now. Let's see how easy this is.
Yeah, one roll at a time.
Alexa.
I ordered one of those Red Bull dash buttons, so I can just press it whenever I need Red Bull, and it'll ship.
Now, I've seen those. What are those?
It's basically just a button that's hooked up to one item, and when you press that button, it orders the item for you.
Okay, so here's toilet paper. It's 48 rolls.
So Don, think about this. If you had one of those buttons and Massey just came along and started stepping on it over and over again,
You could,
there's no telling what you could end up with a house full of
yeah, you could
by
poke
the end of it.
Now,
on
if
the toilet, like, oh, I need paper.
Wow. Okay. I didn't know what they were, and that's very weird. that
It's
you
a
could
thing.
do-
Yeah.
Okay. It's just now of course if they had RC10 and I could just mash a button and get a case of RC10, now I would definitely do
I
that.
need a cheerwine button.
Oh yes.
Yes,
Oh.
they do.
Just
Okay.
recommend
Also,
do
Don,
that.
I think you need to work on your diction when you say mash a button, because the way you said it sounded a lot like another word.
But yeah, tfradio.net/Amazon. We love you, tfradio.net/Amazon. I really do. Since it was my birthday yesterday, I can't find my Blu-ray. Not my Blu-ray. My secondary Bluetooth speaker that I kept in the other room. I have my Amazon Echo here, but I needed the one for the other room. I couldn't find it, so I just bought one off Amazon, same-day shipping. It was like $20, and it was the best thing ever. I got it yesterday, and it sounds phenomenal. Totally recommend it. Okay, so moving to third-party news, tfradio.net/Amazon. Okay, so Crash Hog and Dumpyard. Keith's Fantasy Club, Junkyard, I guess Junk Heap, and
Retgar.
Brain's not working. Didn't these already come out?
Not Masterpiece Junkions.
No, they didn't come out. They've just been colored test shots, like unpainted colored test shots forever.
For like 3 years.
Yeah, I saw
Not that long, but for a while.
BotCon. So it closed down.
Because I thought this popped up around the same time that DX9's.
Yeah, I think they actually released pictures of their prototypes in response to
when
that.
DX9 did their Retgar, that was like 2 years ago. That's crazy.
Yeah, well,
So, we just recorded a mini cast in respect to how slavish these third-party toys should be to G1, and this is pretty darn slavish. I mean, that's kind of what KFC does. That's one of the things that KFC does when it comes to their toys.
Love it. I hate that I want it so bad, but I do.
You want it so bad you can taste it?
Well, the problem is you can get burned pretty easy on KFC stuff. So, this could be really nice or really bad.
So, do they?
Did you get the Scourge, the Andrus?
Yeah, I got Scourge.
And you liked that one, right?
Yeah, he was okay.
Was that KFC or was that the sub brand?
Oh,
that was
X-Transbots, right?
Hmm.
Same thing.
Yeah, right, exactly. I like the look of these, and that's not uncommon. Their stuff usually looks good. I don't know. It's something I'd want to feel in my hand first, but I do like the look of it. Okay, let's see here. Any other thoughts around it? Anybody want it?
They look good, but
yeah,
I want it. I gotta get. I hate.
Gotta have it. Okay.
Pre-order it, diecast, do it now.
Do it. Let me know if it's good.
they did a nice job of
Someone has to pre-order something on the show.
they did a nice job of providing variation on the same basic body frame between the two of them. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so Perfect Effect PC-15 Powermaster Optimus Prime upgrade kit. It's a not God Bomber for a toy that's not out yet.
Uh-huh.
I was going to say, we don't even have this toy yet, and we're already getting upgrade kits for it.
That's getting to be pretty standard.
At least that way, it doesn't come out 2.5 years after the toy comes out.
Yeah. And I want to see more of this, because I might be interested in this.
Yeah.
So, are they that far along in the design of it that this actually would work with the toy, or is this just a sample of what it could look like, and they're going to redesign it once they actually have a toy in hand?
I haven't seen the picture in a while, but it kind of looks like a prototype.
Yeah, and it kind of looks like they have a toy in hand. So.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, like a lunchtime special or something.
Yeah, because look at the picture. I mean, there is what looks very much like a Powermaster Prime. They're just totally blacked out in the picture of this. So,
is that what that's supposed to be?
Yeah.
I thought that was just some sort of mock-up of something. I don't know. No, it's very much probably a stole. No, it's not the right word.
Tomorrow.
Pre
Acquired.
an acquired Titan Master Powermaster Prime.
Stolen is probably the right word, but not by anybody involved with the making of this God Bomber. Let's say.
Yeah.
We should have these in hand soon. I mean, they were listed end of May on some websites.
I mean, they're already out in Australia.
Oh, okay.
Certain Titan Return stuff like Fort Max and
Yeah, I don't think Prime was one of them. But...
Is he not?
I think it's just for all I've seen the reviewers get is Fortress Maximi.
Yeah, some. I think what they got was Legends and Fortress Maximus. People had a chance to look at Powermaster Prime as part of that hands-on thing in Taiwan, but I don't think, other than that and anything else that was leaked out, I don't think anyone else has a hold of it yet.
Paul Agnew's birthday was actually yesterday too, and I tweeted I on Facebook or Twitter or something. I sent him a message saying, "Happy birthday! Go
Happy birthday, Paul."
Fortress Maximus and ship it to me if you can."
Happy birthday, Paul. Get me a Fortress Maximus.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and happy birthday, Paul. We love Paul.
Yes, Paul is awesome.
Paul is awesome. Okay.
We torture him at BotCons.
Never.
Oh, he was great.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Okay, Spark Toys Alpha Pack unofficial War Within style Optimus Prime. I think we talked about this before. It's
What about now?
Yeah. Anybody getting it?
No.
No. I like the toy. I'm just not real hepped up on that design for Optimus, but it looks nice.
It's also almost as tall as MP10.
Yeah,
Wow.
I like the character design. I don't need a masterpiece version of it.
Yeah. Exactly.
But there's still some more within aesthetic. People like the aesthetic, so
They're working on a Megatron from the War Within designs, which actually looks a lot more interesting as a design than this does.
Notice
Doesn't he just kind of lay down though?
Well, the Titanium did. A bigger, more involved engineering toy could do different things.
Hopefully.
now, but notice no one is rushing to make a better version of the Megatron Titanium tank from the G.I. Joe design. They're not rushing to improve.
Well, how can you
on
improve
that.
on perfection, Don?
Yeah. There's that. Let's see here what else we got. Last item in the news. Speaking of X-Transbot, their unofficial Cyclonus color test shot photo. So, how is this different than... Oh, Andros was Scourge. That's... Okay.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, sorry.
That's how it's different. It's another character.
It's another character entirely.
So I like this one because it comes with a little tiny Galvatron to put in the cockpit in jet mode.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
Just because.
Yes.
Well, I mean, if you're going to have if you're going to have a little add-on bonus, that's a pretty good one to have.
Yeah.
And it comes with Nightstick.
Yeah.
Oh man, I kind of want this.
Is anyone
that looks really nice.
doing a Cyclonus?
Yeah. And you liked Andros, right?
Yeah, Andros was nice. That's why I'm thinking I'll probably get him. No one else is doing a Cyclonus right now, or is there another company doing one?
There's already another Cyclonus, I thought.
Non-mass
Scale?
DX9 didn't do one? Besides the Warren Pocket?
No.
I know Fans Toys is doing a Galvatron, right? I think.
Yeah.
Didn't
Tiny
they?
DX9's doing a big Galvatron too.
And
the
yeah,
tiny
they're
Galvatron
together.
I think
has knees and elbows.
one of the companies showed silhouettes for Cyclonus and Scourge too, but it's hard to keep up.
I'm just amazed that tiny Galvatron has knees and elbows. That's
I mean, I think if like Fans Toys was doing a Cyclonus, I would wait for theirs. But if they're probably not doing one, I'll probably pick this up.
This Cyclonus is freaking massive. He stands like chest, head, and shoulders over Masterpiece Shockwave.
Well, Cyclonus is supposed to be, tall dude.
So is Shockwave.
Well, everybody agrees Shockwave's masterpiece is kind of on the small side, though, right?
Yeah.
Character,
But-
comparative.
I mean,
Oh, Don.
he's not that much smaller than Soundwave.
Cloud Starscream?
Well, I don't want it, but I thought I'd put that up for y'all and for the
So
listeners.
HLJ has Cloud Starscream for 4,500 yen.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Isn't someone looking for that? Was that John DeLune?
Chris.
Not me.
Chris?
Yeah.
So I just tried to add to cart, and it says page not found.
That's
Okay.
about $42. I am also adding this to cart.
I'm also too. It's a
I
race.
wonder what the shipping's going to be on that.
It's spinning.
What's shipping on a Voyager usually run from Hobby Link Japan? Anybody know?
I don't know. I don't buy from HLJ that much.
Now this is pre-July 1st EMS price increase, so I do not know. I've not bought anything since first of the month, but I was getting my alternators. I was getting my Masterpiece cars mostly from HLJ, and it was running about 13 EMS shipping, 13 to 14, give or take.
Okay.
And that was
HLJ must be getting hit pretty hard right now.
that was 3 to 5 days, and it was usually here within that time period.
Okay.
Well, we'll
So-
try to pick this up later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck.
This isn't going anywhere right now.
I'll check again in 15 minutes. Okay.
Let me know how that goes.
Okay, let's see here. What else we got? Rob, what's on TFormers?
Okay, well, first up, we've got new, like, tiny little die-cast figures of Age of Extinction, Optimus Prime, and Bumblebee, which are actually part of a larger line of figures that includes, like, Marvel, Evangelion, Hello Kitty, all sorts of things. If you want, if you want really heavy little figures with minimal articulation, they've got you covered. And they're only about $10 a piece, so.
Cool.
Next up, we've got the page 1 line art and an expected release date for Sins of the Wreckers number 5, which should be out not this coming Wednesday, but the next. Nick Roche isn't quite sure why it was delayed, not on his end, but yeah, we will be seeing the last issue of that in a couple of weeks. We've got Titans Return Crash Bash, a pretty good gallery of that, which it looks really nice. I'm going to be covering all of the small Titan Masters for TFormers. That's going to be nice to do.
Wow.
Also, some in-hand images of the Armada of Cyclonus set, which is the Armada of Cyclonus set.
Yeah.
It has a new head sculpt in it.
Yeah, that is worth mentioning.
And Cyclonus has a usable left hand now.
Hooray!
Yay.
I forgot he didn't. It's been so long. Wow. But and lastly, we have got some pictures from the 1985 Universal Studios tour of the Megatron you could take a picture with, and also some of the suits that were on hand. Jazz, Starscream, Grimlock. It's a nice little gallery. I hadn't seen some of that before.
Cool. Awesome. Yay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. Questions, feedback. The first question, did we use this before? I couldn't remember. I had it marked to use. I just about
It seems familiar.
I forwarded it to you.
I think this is a follow-up from something we talked about before.
This was something we'd gotten an email in May, and I try to save off the emails I want to comment on. I don't think we mentioned it, and if we did, I apologize. Okay, question. Make Toys Guardia. So what's your opinion? It's from Kent. What's your opinion on Make Toys Guardia, the Not Defensor? I passed on the Takara Unite Warriors Protectobot set, but the core robot Vulcan is coming out soon and looks pretty awesome. Thanks. So, what do you guys think?
Why are you punting, Brian? What's your opinion?
I don't have it. I don't like it. I don't like the look of it.
Burn.
Yeah. That's kind of where I am with it too. I think Combiner Wars Defensor is a really nice update of Defensor, and this thing is a really nice. The center robot Vulcan. It's a really nice hotspot colored Gundam.
Yeah. Yeah. So, like, when it comes down to, like, Make Toys and, I guess, Fans Project Combiners, they don't really do anything for me. And some of them I think just look too off. They don't even look right. I mean, like, I think Make Toys pretty much does the best job when it comes to third-party Transformers. I mean, I genuinely do, except for combiners. Just doesn't work for me. But with that being said, that's probably because they're trying to be original and push the envelope. And we happen to have recorded an RFC minicast this week. We discussed that topic. So
yeah, points to them on that, because I mean, it is a cool looking robot. It's just if I have what I think is the best hotspot, and it only ran me $20. So
yeah, exactly. Exactly. Okay, so let's see here. That's from email. The next three we'll just jump to shortly, and they are from YouTube. YouTube can't speak. So last week, the highlight of the show was Diecast and Kilby hanging up on him. That was awesome.
We all agree.
Yeah.
Great.
Let's see here. I'm going to skip this next one for a second and jump to the last one. The Quintesson.
Quintessaiyan.
Yeah.
Oh, Quintessaiyan, like Super Saiyan and Quintesson.
Uh-huh.
That is a very
So that'd be what, Super Saiyan 5?
Yeah, that is a very nice. Nice. That is a very YouTube handle. I like that. Can you guys do comic book reviews? Hey, it's a good question. We actually used to have a comic book review podcast.
A couple.
You
of
can
them.
find comic book reviews on TFormers every week the comics come out.
But it's not a podcast. People like consuming this stuff in podcast form.
You can find comic book reviews on TFormers every week the comics come out.
Okay. And let's see here. A Shaman 55. These guys seem to be getting more and more cynical as time goes on. Time goes by and seem to like Transformers less and less with each podcast. There's less and less enthusiasm in general. And this show really shows the importance of Don to the podcast. Well, Don is important to the podcast.
I'm so excited for Titan War.
He at least is not cynical to the extent of everyone else. Here's hoping that you guys find some way to find happiness and joy again in Transformers. Don, your comment.
Well, we're not cynical. We're cyclical. We've seen all this stuff coming. We know what's coming. It ain't here yet. We want it. And this is the point where if we were a 24-hour news network, we would be repeating the same things that we know over and over and over again until something new happened. And there's no point in that because we've talked this stuff to death. We've seen all the pictures. We just want the stuff to get here. And it's real hard to get excited about stuff that we're just in a holding pattern for.
Admittedly, we have kind of gotten tired of Combiner Wars a little bit, but not to make too much sausage.
Speak for yourself, Kilby.
True, but not to make too much sausage here. But like the makeup of the podcast is not really by accident. I mean, Don is very positive, and that's the reason he's here. You know, XV's an asshole. And
that's the reason why I'm here.
And that's the reason why he's here. Diecast is, to begin with, Diecast was like the Robin character from Batman. Like, you know,
no, that was just that one Halloween.
True. But he was enthusiastic, but at the time he was like new to Transformers, or newer. He didn't have the background that we did. So it was a chance to Diecast would say, hey, well, why is this? Well, you could say, well, that's why.
And he still does that.
Which is why he's here. It's
Diecast, when you get as experienced as us, we're kicking you off the show.
I know what I think.
So, but no. To your point, like I think we fluctuate, which is kind of normal. But I do pay attention to like how negative we get from time to time, and these guys have heard me say, "Hey, we're getting too negative. We need to pull it back."
Yes, and then I flip you off.
Yeah, this is true. So, you know, we try to correct course, but I don't think we've been too negative or cynical. I just, you know, I think, when it comes to certain things, like certain third-party stuff, like all the Dinobots, all the Combiners, you know, I mean, that is what it is. It's dumb.
Look, I mean, there is no way to not get fatigued with the third-party stuff when it comes to some of this stuff, because it's just the same thing again and again and again.
Yeah.
You can only look at so many Dinobots.
Yeah. And I just want to point out that this is commentary on last week's episode when we were talking about IDW's Revolution, and I my initial feelings about that, which have been modified slightly by the news since, were very negative. But I tried very hard to put that in as thoughtful and not knee-jerk a way as possible. I wanted to be able to explain why I was having a negative reaction to it and why it stood to, in my opinion, possibly damage the things that I really enjoy about IDW's Transformers comics. And that's the thing. The negativity that we expressed about that subject comes out of how much we love what IDW is doing now. And I would just like, everybody to remember that in terms of that particular subject. And, I am feeling a little bit better about it now, but there's still cause for concern in my opinion. But, sometimes when the news hits us in a negative way, we're going to, we can only react to it the way we react, but I always do my best to explain why and not just knee-jerk say it sucks. With the movie stuff, I probably knee-jerk say it sucks, but that's because I have explained myself continually over a period of, oh God, almost 10 years now. But, I sometimes I'm negative, yes, but I try to have a reason.
Yeah. Plus the fact is, I'd rather us be a little negative and be honest about it and say like these are our concerns than be hyper and happy and tee look at all the, and it's not something that we feel honest about, and that comes across as really fakey.
So yeah, Don's exactly right. So it's a balance. It's a balance. One, we have to be honest. If we're not honest and we're just lying and BSing and being disingenuous, we're not going to do it. Two, I love Transformers. It's the reason I and we put in all this time to produce this. Is because we freaking love Transformers. Mm-hmm. So we've been doing this for a long time. So it is cyclical. There are ups and downs. So while you may catch us on something trending down a little bit, I mean, if it's somebody's first, second, or 10th episode, they may be at a high point. We may be at a different point in our fervor. It's a natural change. I mean, it's about Transformers. They transform, but change is normal. We sometimes change from really excited to really kind of cynical, but if we go the cynical route, we typically pull ourselves back when something cool happens. Mm-hmm.
We do try to censor ourselves as best we can. That's why I get very, very quiet when you guys talk about movie stuff.
Yeah. See, exactly. And you know what? I love joking and bashing the movies. I enjoy that. I get happiness from that. So I do that in a very excited way. Because to me,
I just get spiteful.
Yeah, to me, that's fun. But yeah, so...
we have some breaking news.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
What's the breaking news?
Masterpiece Thrust from Tokyo Toy Show.
All right.
That is not a surprise at all, but I will buy it.
That's not a surprise either.
So it makes me sad that this is, of course, Masterpiece Thrust, the Conehead, and not Masterpiece Thrust, the Beast Machine's motorcycle.
Well, yeah.
Give it another few years.
What?
Just Beast Machine's masterpiece. Those words do not fit.
That was the best timing of that possible.
And there's Skyrain also in this person's Twitter feed.
Oh, cool.
And it does look like that one leg is Ratchet.
Really?
Yes, indeed.
Sorry, Don.
No, you're not.
I'm not.
You're not the least bit sorry.
I'm not the least bit sorry.
No, it's not.
Beast Machine Thrust is one of the greatest Transformers characters of all time. Oh yeah, there it is.
So have we got a link? Oh, there.
Hang on.
Their image, that's a tiny image. I'm looking at the large version on Twitter.
We'll get more pictures pretty soon. Tokyo Toy Show is pretty much literally just started.
Oh yeah. Definitely Ratchet.
I would say so.
Damn.
Well, no, that's good. I don't have to get it now.
So Green Sam in the chat said, just wait for the Great Beast Machine's anniversary. We're going to get nothing.
So there's going to be a whole lot of white in that Skyrain set with Wheeljack, Ratchet, and Skylinks.
Now, what's going to be, Brian, is they skipped over My Robots in Disguise 1.0, and they skipped over Beast Wars. Beast Machines is the one they're going to go out for some reason. It'll be
You're
like...
probably right.
Yeah.
It's like, Robots in Disguise, no homages, no mention, no nothing. Beast Wars, we're getting all this stuff from Japan. There's nothing coming out in the U.S. that we know of. But Beast Machines, sure, have all the anniversary product you can stand.
If we could get a Thrust and a Scavenger out of that, I would love it.
It looks like there's art up for another Diaclone reboot figure too.
Ooh, which ones?
I have no idea. It's in one of the pictures in the person's timeline. I don't know of Diaclone.
Also, while we're at it, from last, because I was reading comments from YouTube, 30 said that we are, primarily me, terrible Machine Robo fans, and you're exactly right. That was, I think,
yep.
I'm glad I'm glad you made the observation because somebody had to. Well, I agree with you.
Because I'll be honest, I've got a lot of I don't have a lot. Most of mine are GoBots, but I do have. I was lucky, I've got the Rocket Machine Robo and a couple of. I was lucky enough to get a Snoop and a couple of the actual Machine Robo ones, but I still call them all by their GoBot name. It's just so much easier.
Yeah.
Well, Diecast HLJ is probably getting slammed right now with their. Just wait till the Gundam pages go up.
Oh cripes!
Man.
If you want to see a backlog. Oh, speaking of HLJ. Masterpiece MP10 is on sale for $123 before shipping after conversion. So that's not a bad. I don't know what the shipping is going to be.
Yeah, that's about what I paid for mine.
Yeah, and
when I picked it up at retail.
Yeah. Let's see here. Let me go back. Anything that I want to mention? Oh, in the chat. Was it Green Sam again? Green Sam asked which Robin Diecast is, and I said Carrie Kelly, who's the Robin from Dark Knight Returns.
I like Carrie Kelly.
My favorite Robin, pretty much, except for Tim.
Well, Don, when you say that, it implies you don't like Diecast.
No, Carrie.
That's why I was going to say Diecast was Jason Todd.
Other than I guess Dick and Tim, Carrie is easily the best Robin ever.
Well, now don't forget Stephanie was Robin for a little while, but
I haven't forgotten.
But she was badly handled.
Damien.
Oh, Damien is great too. But Carrie is phenomenal. Carrie's a good soldier. Okay.
Is that the Diaclone base robot? The one that served as the base?
It's big powered. I don't remember if I think the base was just called like the Great Robot Base or something like that.
Okay,
so do we think we're going to get any more news, or do we wrap it up?
Maybe give it a minute just in case. I don't know.
I'm still trying to see that. I'm still trying to see that thrust.
There's links in the Skype chat, Don.
I'm trying to get them to load. Oh, there he is. Okay, it finally loaded.
Well, it's not like it's HLJ.
I was about to say, I'm sure these are getting hit pretty hard too.
Now that thrust, I like
Twitter.
that. I like the way the thrust, based on what I'm seeing just on this initial shot. I like the way this thrust
There's
looks.
a better one, Don, right there.
Okay. I like the way the thrust looks more than the Ramjet did, at least as far as... which one, Brian?
That one I just sent.
Right above Matt's comment.
And I'll show it on the screen here.
The last link in the chat, Don.
I'm trying... Oh, that's not what I'm... Brian.
Okay.
Maybe waste browser power.
Beast Machine's Thrust. Voiced by Jim Burns.
Browser power.
He is the only Transformer to flip off to give the finger, at least in the U.S.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
That's pretty notable.
Yeah. Matt, you may not be the only person getting thrust.
Uh-huh.
It does look pretty nice.
Well, if you're lucky.
Yeah. Yeah.
He'll go really well with the other 7 Masterpiece Seekers I have.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I might have
That's
to
how
get
Seekers work.
US.
Yes.
Well, now, but then if I get him, I'll have to get Ramjet and then Dirge when he comes out.
Yeah, that's kind of the point.
I want Dirge. Then we'll get a new mold. And then we can start over again.
That's how Seekers work.
Oh, God.
Okay, so-
Yeah.
And we fall
no.
for it every single time.
Yeah,
No,
well,
it
just
looks like
wait.
this guy's neck deep in Ultraman, so I don't think we're going to get anything else tonight. From
Okay,
him.
yeah, so let's wrap this up. We'll be back next week. Follow us at TF Radio on Twitter and like us on Facebook at facebook.com/TF Radio. We'll catch you later.
Bye, y'all. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.